Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Well, yesterday I didn't do a live one, you guys. I completely failed at my life yesterday, and I never made it on Periscope Live. So my deepest apologies, you guys. I also haven't completed uploading Tuesdays yet to YouTube. So I need to upload Tuesdays, and I skipped yesterday, not on purpose. I just was not on top of life. And so here we are. I apologize, you guys. There's nothing, thank you. There's nothing I hate more than inconsistency, honestly. And so whenever I fall short, it's like, so I'm sorry. My deepest apologies that I was not on Periscope yesterday, like I said I would be. So, hi. Yeah, thanks. We're excited. Thank you. We are excited. It not gonna lie, the past several weeks, I just wanted to, there are days I want to be like, guys, I don't feel great. I'm really tired. I just want to take a break. But no, I had powered on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you so much. So if you are hopping on Morning Mess for the first time, my name is Lauren Brooks. I am a Black status presenter with Younique. If you don't know what Younique is, check out the link in my profile. Otherwise, welcome. I talk about all manners of network marketing businesses, some Younique specific. Right now, I'm in the middle of a quasi-series for new or, have been around for a while presenters on going back to the basics. We've talked about, the, Alina, that makes me so happy. Yes. Oh, that also reminds me, I told one of the girls on my team I would do hers and I need to do hers. I need to write that down. I was so glad you said that. Sorry, I got super distracted there, guys. All right, so I'm in the middle of this series on Back to Basics. We talked about sort of the right after you joined period. We talked about your launch party and what should be in your launch party. And remember, I'm not giving you a script here. There are plenty of scripts floating around. There's a tag team script. There's a Cara Lewis Newton script. There's, dozens of other presenters and network marketers who have phenomenal ways of doing things. What matters when we take any of these things is that we take them and make them our own. They need to sound like us. They need to look like us. They need to be authentic to who we are. That's so important, especially for your launch party. Otherwise, your audience isn't going to trust anything that you're having to say. So today I want to talk about social media in general. Okay. I'm actually going to have to also go yell at my dog who's outside barking at the neighbors. Real life, you guys, is kind of a mess. Numa, let's go. Sorry. So, a German Shepherd. She likes to bark at the neighbors. So, okay. Social media in general, guys. Social media. Let's talk about it, okay? We are in the way network marketing used to be. They always, my dad joked with me when I first called him. He was like, oh, Avon calling, you going to go door to door? And I'm like, no, Dad, that is not how things work anymore. We don't go door to door. Network marketing used to be literally an in-person marketing type of experience. It did involve going door to door. It did involve just talking to people. It was totally in person because we didn't have the internet. Okay. Now we have the internet. And so network marketing looks different. Okay. It's different. All right. And that makes it easier in some ways, but it also means we have to be very careful and very purposeful with how we use it. All right. Network marketing in general has a bad name. It has a bad name. There are a lot of bad stigmas that surround it. There's a lot of they're spammy. They won't leave us alone. They won't stop talking about XYZ. They're doing this. They're doing that, blah, blah, blah. And leaves a bad taste in people's mouths sometimes. We have a responsibility. And again, this is my opinion. We have a responsibility when we're using social media for our business to do so in a way that doesn't put other people off. Okay. That is extremely important. All right. And that doesn't mean we don't ever talk about our business. Okay. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't ever talk about your business. Don't ever bring it up, throw a blanket over it and hide it. I'm saying we have a personal responsibility to make sure we are running our business in a way that doesn't freak people out or turn them off or give network marketing a bad name. All right. That's crucial. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about today when I talk about social media is I'm actually not going to talk about business pages. Why? Because I'm not saying that I'm an expert in this other area, but business pages are far from my area of expertise. All right. There are far more people who know a lot more, who have great trainings on YouTube about this. Andrea Hedberg is one of them. Business pages are their own beast, and there's a specific way to work them. There's a specific way to do them. Okay. If that is where you want your focus to be, is on a business page, that's awesome. I recommend seeking out training from somebody who knows quite a bit about that. I personally don't know quite a bit about that. What I do know is how to strategically use your personal accounts, okay, to promote and help your business, without losing every friend you have, and to be able to successfully do it and get sales without people not wanting to buy things from you. So let's start. And so as I go through this, you're going to find there's a lot more what not to do. So just know that it's all kind of woven in. The what not to do's point in the direction of the what to do's. Okay. So here's a few things. When you join a business, especially like Younique, which is very social media heavy, it is not required that you use social media, okay? Younique is very social media heavy. Most of us run our businesses on social media. Some do not. Some choose to do more things in person. That's just how they roll. They're not comfortable with social media, whatever, and that's totally fine. If you are choosing to use social media, okay, and you really want to do your business, you have to shift some of your thinking about what your page is. Okay. Before I joined Younique, my page, I actually didn't use Facebook. I mean, I was on Facebook, but I really used Twitter more. I blogged, I did other things. And then I built my Facebook page and I would post something and maybe like a handful of people would like it. And I get a couple comments and whatever. And, I had friends, I had Facebook, guys, when it was only like the college student thing to have. Like you couldn't have a Facebook unless you were a college student. That's when I had Facebook, was when it was we didn't even have Newsfeed. I remember when Newsfeed came out, you guys, and we were like, what is this? We were actually all like really annoyed by Newsfeed. Now it's the greatest thing ever. Funny how that works. So that's a tangent. Anyway, prior to having my business, Facebook was just a thing. You caught up on friends, you posted things occasionally, whatever. I never really put a lot of thought into it. Now I work my Facebook strategically. I post on Facebook strategically. There is not a single thing that goes up on my Facebook that hasn't been thought out and planned in some way. And that's not to say that I plan every post, but before I post something, I'm thinking about the kind of reaction it might get. I'm thinking about what it's doing, what either the value it's adding or the interest it's bringing or whatever. I will answer questions at the end. I get super distracted if I try to answer questions in the middle, so I'm going to answer questions at the end. If you want to work your business and build a business, you have to begin to think of your Facebook as a tool and not just whatever. Okay, it becomes a strategy. So, and I learned a lot of what I know now about this from Amber Voigt, actually, and just from watching training videos of people and just learning what the root of this business is. People want to be friends with a person, not a product. So rule number one for your social media, when you join a business and you want to use your social media to help promote your business, do not start posting your link everywhere. Just don't do it. Don't do it, guys. That is not going to attract a crowd. That's not going to get people to order from you. That's going to shut people down. That reads to your audience as this is spam. No, okay? It is. I could go into all the reasons why not, but I'm telling you, there are very few people that I have met that have found success by posting graphics in their link all the time. Very few people, okay? People want to be friends with a person, not a product, all right? say that over and over again. And when you're building your business, and if you're brand new and you're starting this, you have to start to think about that. People want to be friends with a person, not a product. So even though you have a product, even though you have a business that you're working, even though you're selling something, people still want to be friends with you, not your product. Okay, so you, as you're posting on your Facebook, need to find a way to continue to be a human, continue to be a person, and also still feature these things that you sell, the products that you sell, which in our case is makeup, okay? This is very easy to do. You do not have to post up graphics of the product. You do not have to post up images with words all over them. You need to be a person, okay? So first and foremost, your profile picture should have you in it, all right? You're running a business now. People right now, your market is just your friends and family, but soon if you're doing parties like you should be and all those sorts of things, you're going to eventually come across and come in contact and be friends with on Facebook, hopefully, more and more people who know you through somebody, right? It's a friend of a friend of a friend. Your Facebook picture needs to be you, okay? Your cover photo, it needs to, I personally like having some sort of inspirational something there, but I love inspirational quotes, right? But some sort of something that isn't offensive, that isn't, polarizing, that, again, I'm a huge fan of inspirational quote. I just am, because that's just how I am. But think of your Facebook page as your storefront. Okay. You are representing your business now. So while you don't want to be a product, you want to be a person. Okay. Make sure that your Facebook picture is a person, you, when I say a person, not just any person, it needs to be you, right? And then your cover photo needs to be, I'm not going to lie, I say inspirational quote, but I've seen others. They have their family, they have whatever, something that humanizes you or lifts people up or whatever. The content that you're posting, all right? There are actual books written on the content of what you should post on your Facebook if you are running a business. And there are rules about it, like an 80-20 rule, right? 80% should be you and your life, 20% should be your business, whatever. I don't really think in terms of ratios. I just don't. I literally try to post 5 times a day. And I used to, guys, only post maybe once a day, maybe. I built into this, okay? And well, truly, I went overnight from being like, I'm only going to post here and there to posting several times a day, okay? But I posted things that I wasn't just posting, look at this product, look at this product, look at this product. It was like, look at me and my kids doing this. This is what we're doing. Oh my gosh, I love that I can work this business from home. Oh my gosh. Factor the business into your life. When you are posting personal posts and you also want to talk about your business, find a way to tie it into your life as it is right now, okay? Be a person, not a product. Be you, not just your business. People want to be friends with you. Out of 5 times a day, how many are unique related? I would say at least, so here's the deal. On average, I aim for 5 times a day. On a really busy, unique day, there's been days that I posted 10 times in a day, which is so much posting in a day. But it's either because something really exciting is going on with my kids or something really exciting is going on with my company or with my team members or whatever. And so maybe 2 to 3 about unique. I post about my kids a lot. I post about what's happening in my life. When I have bad days, I either don't post about the bad day. I'm going to get to negativity in a second. Hold on. I don't want to, that's a tangent. So, yeah, I would say 2 to 3 out of 5 posts, probably 2 to 3 about unique. And when I'm posting about unique, I'm not posting product and I'm not posting my link ever, okay? I'm posting a selfie. If you go to my Facebook page, you can probably scroll through all that. A lot of these things are public. So you'll be able to see, no, not 5 times a day on my VIP page. I post maybe once a day on my VIP page, unless I have specifically something going on. If I have something going on in my VIP page, we'll talk about VIP pages another day. Like an event, I might post more than once, but I try to only do once a day because that's balance. My personal page is really the root of everything. My VIP page is that set of customers and that's the particular things I want to share. And then my personal page is home base. So yes. So when I'm posting, I'm not posting a graphic and I'm not posting a link. I'm posting a selfie in the car, taking my daughter to school, like, another day of 5-minute face. But guess what? When your makeup is this good, that's all you need. Or something like, seriously, that's what I'll say. And it is a picture of my face, okay? Not anybody else's face, of my face, or my daughter will be playing with my lipstick. She likes to play with my lipstick a lot. And so I'll take a quick video of like my daughter trying to put lipstick on my face, right? And I'll make a joke about it. And I don't even talk about the makeup, but guess what's in all the background? They see all the unique makeup. I'm clearly having unique lip stuff put on my lips and they see the color and whatever. Or if I try a new lipstick, and like when we released the new lipsticks, I did kind of a little series, 15 Shades of Opulence, and I put whenever I wore a new lipstick color, I took a selfie and was like, oh, I love this one. And everybody was commenting on the colors and whatever. Never posted my link anywhere ever. People know that I sell makeup. I don't have to give them a link. If they want to buy makeup from me, they'll send me a message or they'll find the link on my profile, because guess what? On that About Me section, I have the link to my website. All right. I have that on my actual profile. I don't need to post my link. Okay, I don't need to put my link on anything. And guess what? Facebook would love to put me in Facebook jail if I put my link on everything. Facebook does not want us using personal pages to sell. They don't. Okay, that doesn't mean we can't use it to promote our business, but they don't want us actively being like, oh, here's a link, buy all the things. They're trying to keep personal pages personal. And so you have to, if you want to continue and not really get in trouble with Facebook, you have to find a way to work within that, right? This is how you can do that, is by not posting your link everywhere, right? What else? I posted on my team page this morning a really great video, which I've talked about multiple times, about Simon Sinek. It's so funny because I think a lot of us spend a lot of time as adults being like, oh, we shouldn't care about being Facebook popular. Well, here's the deal. When you run a business, you want to be Facebook popular, okay? And it's not going to happen overnight. You want to be somebody that when you post something, people like it. People pay attention to what you're posting because they like what you're posting. If you continue to post content that people like, you will get more and more and more likes. And then guess what? Now you have something called influence. And when you have influence, people start to pay attention to what you're doing, okay? So this takes time, especially if you're somebody that doesn't have a huge social media presence yet. This takes time and it takes consistency, okay? And it takes thinking about the value that you're adding. Don't post just for the sake of posting. If you don't have good words or something valuable to add, don't say something just because you feel like you need to put up a post. Some days, guys, I think I only posted twice yesterday because lately I don't have a lot of words in me, believe it or not. I don't have a lot of words in me lately. You want Cheerios, Bob? I'll get you Cheerios too. And so I haven't been doing a whole lot of posts in a day, but I also know that there's no sense in me posting randomly, just nothing, just for the sake of posting. If I'm going to post, it needs to have value. People will come to expect something that they like from you. So, yay! So for me, my particular niche is I do my kids. Because, I like my kids, but when I do my kids, those are never public posts. Those are always private posts, because I don't share my kids publicly. I also do inspirational quotes, all right? And I don't just post the inspirational quote, guys. I say something about the inspirational quote and why it means something to me, okay? I think a lot of times people will be like, oh, well, I shared an inspirational quote. This is good. I'm good. Like, I'm all set. No. If you really want it, you need a spoon. If you really want it to have an impact, put some words with it, right? Post some, why this quote? Or I'll be like, yes. Or, a lot of times I'll find a way to tie it back to my business, guys. I find a way to tie it back to my business. I'll be like, oh, I'm so, gosh, I can't think of a good example right now. I need to should have looked up my examples and written them down. Anyway, I don't just share the inspirational quote and call it good. I put something with it. I add my own thoughts to it, okay? I add my own, yes, this is, this is so good, or this is why I love working my business, or this is, one of the, especially when I write about not caring about what other people think and not sort of living your life, basically trapped by by other people's opinions. I'm like, this is one of and it, truly, I mean it. It's one of the biggest gifts that this business has given me, because I don't care as much anymore about what people think. And that is hugely free, okay? Hugely free. So, again, like my niche is my kids. My niche is inspirational quotes. Occasionally I'll do uplifting articles. I am not somebody who spends a whole lot of time posting controversial content, because that's just not, it's not where for me, that's not what Facebook is for. For others, it is what Facebook is for, and that's fine. For me, it's not. Here, Bubba. Sorry, guys. Had to get situated there for a second. Yes, positivity, guys. People are attracted to positivity. They are. Okay, they're attracted to following people on Facebook that make them feel good. Okay, now there's a small contingency of people that this is not true, and they're the super negative, super unhappy people. Super negative, super unhappy people hate to see positive, happy people. They do. It makes me very sad, but it's true. They really hate to see positive, happy people. They have a hard time with it. So there will be a small contingency of people that can't stand positive posts and can't stand happy whatever. And that has everything to do with them, and it has nothing to do with you. Okay, so do it anyway. It took me a long time to realize that. I had a really hard time with that. Post funnies a lot about food, about exercise, about the struggle. Yes. Funny memes. I know people who do recipes or whatever. They'll share recipes, but it can't only be other people's content. Okay. It also has to be you and your life. Sometimes people, because they don't want to take a selfie or because they don't want to take a video, they just share memes. Okay. Or they just share inspirational quotes or whatever. They do that. All right. And here's the problem. That's great because you're trying to share valuable content, but you're not sharing you either. People want to be friends with a person, not somebody who just posts things that other people posted. They want to be friends with a person. All right. You still have to show you. All right. It needs to be a balance between valuable content that you're pulling from other places. Okay. Whether that's articles or recipes or funny things or inspirational quotes. And also you and your life, all right? And if you feel like your life isn't interesting, let me tell you this. Why do you think people read blogs? Why do you think we read blogs? We are fascinated by the lives of other people. We are, okay? We are interested in the inner workings of other people's lives. I'm telling you, if you decide that your life is interesting, and if you decide to make your life interesting, guess what? It's gonna be. All right, my life, guys, I don't have a really fascinating life. Do you know what? I spend most of my time at home. I don't go out and do exciting things, okay? I have a very rigid routine schedule. Rigid, guys. I am a rigid routine person. Rigid, okay? I don't have like a thrilling, fantastic, whatever, exciting all the things, doing all the things. I go and do all the adventure. No, I don't have that. I actually have a really ordinary, boring life. But people like to follow it. I don't really know why, because it's not very interesting, okay? But you have to decide, whatever, man. I think it's interesting, because here's the thing. Here's the reality. Most people's lives are really rigid and boring. Okay, most people, there are those people who go and they have adventures and it's amazing, but most people, this is, like, you know why I read blogs? Because real life, people like real life. Real life isn't always super interesting. Real life sometimes is boring and mundane and whatever and funny and it's finding the humor in everyday life. So you can't decide that your life isn't interesting enough to share. You can't decide that. You have to open up a little bit of yourself and be willing to share it so that other people can relate to it. And when other people relate to that, when that connection is made, guess what? Now you have somebody following, Yeah, we follow because you're like us. You're mama. You're relatable. Be relatable. Your ordinary, everyday life is relatable, you guys. Yes, your ordinary, everyday life is relatable. When you're using social media for your business, think about those things. You want to create a story. Okay, you want to create something for people to follow. You do not ever want to lie. I am not saying lie. I'm not saying create a whole bunch of things that aren't true. I never, ever, ever would condone that ever. Okay, I'm just saying be authentic, be real, be a person. Notice I have not once on this Periscope said that you need to post your link a bunch. I have not once said that you need to post a bunch of graphics of our products. That's not how I've sold makeup. I sell makeup, I build my business, I gain team members by showing my life as it is and by showing the products on my face, okay? And by doing videos. My videos in the beginning, guys, they were terrible. They were terrible. They had horrible lighting. They were terrible. But I put my face out there and I did it anyway. Okay, that's important. All right? You do it anyway. All right? My videos now are like, woo, I look like a rock star. But if you saw me in the beginning, that is not what it looked like. I did it anyway. Okay, even though I felt really weird and the lighting was really bad and it was like really awkward angles and like whatever, it's relatable. Okay, it's relatable. People will become interested in your business and they will become more interested in you if you up your social media presence. You need to be present on social media. You can't just, there's a girl I know that sells Younique. She's not on my team. And she and I joined kind of around the same time. She's whatever. We joined around the same time. And I was like, oh, great. And she had joined and she was posting and it was great. And then she'll disappear for months. I'm talking, I won't see a single post from her on Facebook for at least a month, month and a half, 2 months. And then out of the blue, oh, and she'll mention Younique again. Or she'll, what are you saying to? She'll mention Younique. But she's been nowhere for 2 months. We talk about consistency in this business, and what we mean by that is showing up regularly, every day, predictably, okay? You can't just decide you're going to post a lot one week, disappear for a week, and then resurface at another time. It has to become very consistent. It has to become very purposeful. It has to become very strategic. I post at least twice a day, at least, and that's on a bad day. But every day I show up and every day I'm thinking about what I'm posting and every day I'm carefully considering what I'm putting on my social media because I am telling a story. I am building a presence. I am building influence. I am not posting links. I am not posting graphics. I am sharing my products by sharing my life. I am sharing my opportunity by sharing my life. Okay, my products and my opportunity are so deeply ingrained in everything I do every day that that's all there is. I can't not share about Younique because it is a part of my everyday. All right, that's important. To represent your business with a personal profile page, it has to be ingrained in what you're doing. It has to be on your face. It has to be, oh, you can take a picture and talk about, your lipstick or your eyelashes or your 5-minute face or, oh my God, I took a little bit of extra time for myself this morning and I am loving my eye makeup. Okay, that is how you share the makeup on a personal page. You don't do it by posting a graphic or a link. You do it by posting your face. Okay, or if you have a really good friend who's wearing it, you talk about her makeup and be like, oh, dude, check out her makeup today. Okay, but you don't do it by doing strangers. You don't do it by doing graphics. All right, I love you, Bubba. You drive me nuts with a spoon. So the one last thing I'm going to say about this is negativity. Just like I said earlier in the scope, I hope this has made sense along the way. Just like I said, people are attracted to positivity. Negativity also has an effect on people. Sometimes people can be attracted to it, but they're not attracted to it for the reasons you want them to be. They're attracted to it because everybody likes to watch a train wreck. People can't look away, okay? And let me back that up. That's posting about drama. Everybody likes to watch a train wreck. Nobody wants to do business with a train wreck, okay? So drama, personal drama, vague booking, whatever, important not to air that on Facebook, okay? That doesn't set you up as a sound business person. People, if you are a business person, you want to set yourself up as a sound business person, you can't be entangled in a bunch of vague booking, drama, whatever. That is not somebody that is like, oh, hey, I want to do business with that, okay? In the same way, negativity, people don't want to do business with somebody who's a negative Nancy. They don't. They might... I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. I don't know what you're pointing at, Bubba. There's nothing in there, man. He's like demanding more food. Negativity repels a lot of people. It's not going to gain you a following, okay? And I'm telling you, on social media, I know it sounds crazy, but when you're using social media to build your business, you want to build a following. The way to build a following is to create a profile that people are attracted to. It's to create a profile that lifts people up, that people like to see what you're posting. They like to see your life. They like to see what's going on with you. They like that inspirational quote because guess what? They really needed to read that today. They like whatever. You have to think very strategically about your personal page, and I'm talking specifically about Facebook, and this really applies to any form of social media. Your personal account, if you're using it to promote and represent your business in any way, shape, or form, you have to strategically think about what you're putting out there. You have to strategically create something that people want to follow, that people want to be a part of. And negativity and drama are not things that people want to be a part of. They're not things that people want to do business with, okay? Simultaneously, you want to create a page that isn't covered in graphics and isn't covered in links, because that's not why people come to social media. They don't come to social media for graphics and links. They come to social media because they want to see people, and they want to see people's lives, and they want to see what's going on in people's lives, and they want to see the things you're sharing, and they want to feel good. All right. So think about your profile in that way. Think about what you're doing with social media. If you are building a business, if you are in this and you're like, hey, I kind of want to make some legit money, and you want to do it using social media, these are the types of things that you have to start to think about. So that is what I've got for social media. Sorry for the random interruptions there. What questions? I think some people got kicked off. Periscope hates me. But what are some of the questions that you have? Somebody had asked a question earlier, and I was like, I'm going to have to answer it at the end. So now I don't remember it. Hello? Anybody? No? We're good? Hello? Thanks for that. Thank you. Thanks for the hearts. Well, all right, guys. If there are no questions, how much time a day do I spend? I'm waiting for the rest, Liv. Thank you. On my business. Oh, this is a great question. How much time a day do I spend on my business? It depends on the day. It depends on what's going on. On a slow day, I spend at least 3 hours probably, and that's broken up into pieces. And it's even hard to have a number sometimes, because I wake up before my daughter comes into my room, and I probably spend 15 minutes, and that's I'm going through and I'm checking social media. I go through and I'm checking social media, and I'm seeing if I might check my inbox and say, okay, I have X amount of messages. I'm not going to open these yet because I can't sit and respond to them, but I'm going to get back to those. What's going on my team page? Is there anything I need to immediately do on my team page? Should I post something on my team page? I probably spend a good 15 minutes on my business right there. While I'm waiting for my daughter to slowly dress herself, I might spend another 15 minutes looking at stuff. And then I have to put my phone down and I have to just do life, right? And then there's this period of time, I probably spend an hour to an hour and a half while my daughter's at school. That's if I don't have some other appointment or obligation that I have to be at. And then when my kids go down for a nap, I probably spend at least an hour. And then after bedtime, if there's things that I need to do, like I spent 2 hours last night doing just administrative business, putting together makeup packages and whatever and getting them shipped out. It just depends. It depends on what's going on, but I try to spend at least 2 hours a day probably. And it's broken up sometimes. Sometimes that's little pieces here and there where I can fit it in. Because some days, guys, life doesn't always allow for like solid chunks of time to sit down and work on something. So sometimes you just fit it in. I've been known to make videos like, well, I got to get ready for the day, so I might as well make a video right now while I'm getting ready for the day, because if I'm putting my makeup on, it might as well be documented. And I try to take a selfie in the car most days. And that's a good way for me to share the makeup without having to, I don't know, do anything extra. I'm in the middle of revamping how I like to do parties, right? And so, I have a list of videos that I need to make, and that's going to require like a solid afternoon while my kids are napping of being like, hey, I need to sit down and do this. And that will take a few hours. It just depends on what is on my list. What do I need to do for my business? Yes. Liv, are you in my circle group? We're doing a party booking power hour tonight. I'm going to add you to my circle group. Do I ever use sites to post scheduled posts? Why not? I like Postcron. I like Postcron for a post scheduler. I have used them to schedule posts in my groups. I have never really used them to schedule posts on my personal page. I know people who do. I don't need to, because I work from home, and so I always have the ability typically to find a way. Like I do a lot of business sitting in the pickup line at school. I actually do. I get quite a lot done sitting. I get there like early, 30 minutes early, and I sit in my car and I work from my phone. Postcron. Postcron. It's a post scheduler. And it's a really great thing I know a lot of my team have full-time jobs. And so this was how some of them who have full-time jobs would find a way to still build a presence on social media without having to constantly be there because they were working another job all day long, right? So that allowed for that to happen a little bit more. So yeah, what else? People are dropping because they're like, Lauren, you talk too much. Okay, guys, if there are no more questions, I'm going to head out. But I hope this was helpful. I hope it was somewhat organized. If you have any more questions, you can always send me a message on social media, and I will do my best to get back to it within a couple days. So yeah. Have a super great day, you guys. Remember that social media is about being social. It is not about advertising. It is about being social. So if you're going to share your business through your social media, that business needs to be such a part of your life that is what you are sharing almost every time you post. Okay. It needs to be like this. All right. You don't need to post your link. You don't need to post graphics. You need your business and your products to be a daily part of your life so that you can share your life, so that you gain that influence and people want to follow. That's how you use your social media and don't lose friends. So, okay, I'm for real going to go. I'll talk to you later.